Welcome back. Ratio analysis. We have dealt with different types of ratios. First and the foremost ratio have dealt is analysis of liquidity or liquidity ratios. It is one of the most important ratio in ratio analysis, whereby we study in detail how to measure the liquidity of an organization. Some cases. Let's deal with some of the cases relating to liquidity ratios. Next case. From the following information, current ratio is 2:1, liquid ratio is 1.5:1, and working capital is 20,000. Now further information regarding the situation. You need to find current assets, liquid assets, current liabilities, and stock. So remember, whenever you get an application question like this, first you remember the various equations relating to the case. Relating to the case, we know what is meant by current ratio. We also know what is meant by liquid ratio and also know the equation of working capital. So where to start? Whenever you get a question like this and you are aware about the equation relating to the data given in the question, just go for an item which depicts an amount form. In this case, current ratio is 2:1, liquid ratio 1.5:1, and finally working capital, that is 20,000. Whenever a question case comes like this and you know the equations, just go for the item that depicted in amount form, that is 20,000. Only on the basis of that item only we can find out the values of each item which has to be computed in different questions. Okay, finally, on the basis of data given, we can assume that here current ratio is 2:1. That is, if a current liability is 1, current assets has to be 2. So let's assume current liability be x and current asset is 2x, because that was the ratio given in the case. And next we know that working capital is 20,000, and equation of working capital is current assets minus current liability. By substituting the known values in this case, you will get 20,000, that is the value of working capital, equal to x, that is current asset. We have assumed current assets as 2x in the just preceding line minus x. You will get x equal to 20,000, that is x is 20,000. That was assumption that current liability is x. So the value of current liability is 20,000. Next. Initially, we assume that current liability be x and current assets is 2x. Now we have computed what is meant by x, or the value of x. Substitute the same in the 2x case, you will get the value of current assets, that is 40,000. 2x equal 2 into 20,000. Now we have identified current assets and current liabilities. Next, we will go for liquid ratio. We all know the equation of liquid ratio, that is liquid assets divided by current liability by substituting the known values, that is liquid ratio is 1.5 already given in the question, equal liquid assets we don't know. Next one, current liability, we have found that 20,000. By solving this part you will get liquid assets 30,000. And remember, in exams or in analysis exams or test, try to expand these abbreviations. For the time being, I am using short forms. Please try to expand these short forms in the exams. Please remember. Okay, you find out the value of liquid assets. Next, you need to find the value of stock. We all know how to find stock when necessary data is given. Just take the difference between current assets and liquid assets. Current assets minus liquid assets, you will get stock 10,000. All these are application type questions. Just use it wisely. Okay, another question. It's another application question. Let's see how we are going to deal with. From the following information, current ratio is 1.75, liquid ratio is 1.25, stock is 25,000, find current asset, current liability and liquid asset. How to find the answer? As I have told earlier, you have to go for anything that relating or depicting an amount. Here in this question, stock is given 25,000 and only equation we know about stock is current assets minus liquid assets. And in this question, you need to find the value of current assets and liquid assets. So there is no hope with that stock. So since it is an application level question and on the basis of concepts you are aware, you need to develop an assumption. Okay. Here current ratio is given 1.75 and liquid ratio is 1.25. We all know the equation of current ratio and liquid ratio. I hope you all remember the equations. In both equations, that is in current ratio as well as liquid ratio, the denominator is constant or same, that is current liability. The only difference in both equations is in the numerator part, that is current assets and liquid assets. So on the basis of that situations, let's assume that current ratio minus liquid ratio, you will get current assets minus liquid assets divided by current liability. It's just an assumption. On the basis of given data, we just assume that since the current ratio and liquid ratio are almost similar, only difference is on the basis of stock. Almost similar. Let's assume when current ratio is deducted from liquid ratio, the result will be current asset minus liquid asset divided by current liability, because we know the equation of current ratio, that is current assets divided by current liability, and liquid ratio is liquid assets divided by current liability. Since the denominator is same, we can write as this: current assets minus liquid asset whole divided by current liability. I hope you are following it. Now substitute the known values in this statement. That is 1.75 minus 1.25, you will get stock divided by current liability. And we know the value of stock, that is 25,000. Let's fill this equation with 25,000 by current liability. Therefore, by using the mathematical steps, you will get the value of current liability as 50,000. So first part is over. Now we have current liability, value of current liability. Let's substitute that value of current liability in current ratio, you will get current asset. So current ratio equal current asset divided by current liability, where current ratio, we know the value 1.75 equal current assets divided by 50,000, you will get current asset 87,500. Now we have current assets and current liabilities. Next, you need the value of liquid assets. Liquid asset is current asset minus stock, which we have computed now. Value of current assets is 87,500 minus stock 25,000, you will get liquid asset 62,500. That's how you have to deal with various cases. Depending upon the situation or cases dealt in that problem, you need to make sometimes develop assumptions like this. We will deal with all these cases in the coming sessions, don't worry about it. Next one, interest coverage ratio. Bankers and creditors usually apply another ratio called interest coverage ratio, or otherwise known as ICR or ICOR, along with the liquidity ratios to evaluate the firm's ability to pay interest obligations periodically. Interest is a fixed obligation irrespective of whether the firm is making profit or loss. The interest coverage ratio is calculated by using the following formula. interest coverage ratio equal earnings before interest and tax divided by annual interest on debt. This ratio is computed to measure whether the organization is able to meet its interest obligations or interest payments timely. That is, interest to creditors or interest for any credit acquired from some outside parties, like that. This ratio is also called fixed charge cover or times interest earned. It indicates the number of times interest is covered by annual operating profit, or otherwise known as EBIT, EBIT. Higher the ratio, it means the organization is in a condition to meet or pay the interest of the creditors timely. Everything goes fine, well. But if there is lower ratio, it means the organization find it difficult or it's not in a good position to maintain the payments timely. That is bad for the creditors. That's all for today. We will discuss the further cases in the coming sessions.